Hi everybody, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me again today. We are doing a fun card using some of our new masks. These are the Link Together masks. I love these because they're kind of just a fun graphic design. I've got two more in here. We're using these three, and then we have a couple more. So different shaped diamonds and different widths, or different width of our sides. And then this one kind of does a half a diamond pattern, and this does this really great little kind of flower tile filler pattern. Okay, so now let me see which three we're using. This one, and this one. Okay. And then, now this is part of a bundle. It's called the Link Together Bundle. I'm doing a class on this at the end of the month. It's $75. It includes all of this plus the projects. We're going to do some different techniques, and it's going to be super fun. But for this card today, I am using the Thoughtful Wishes bundle from the annual catalog, because I wanted this kind of tall greenery on there, and then I wanted to use this die right here to make another piece of die cut, not greenery because it's going to be crumb cake, but that's, you know, that was the plan. Okay, so let's get started. All right, pull out our pieces here. This is another project we did at our dinner and stamping night with my team. All right, let's do our masking. All right, we've got all these other pieces. Let's set that aside. We're gonna mask on this piece. What I want to do though, I'm gonna put just a little bit of adhesive right here. So, and I'm gonna line it up on my grid paper. It doesn't have to be any specific part, but I just want to put that there to hold it in place. And then I am going to start with this one with the thin lines. And I want to make sure my number one is reading straight. Sorry about that. And this little notch is up here. And I am going to line this up. This lines up perfectly here. I'm going to line up my bottom with this line on the grid. I'm going to grab just a little bit of my Post-it note tape to hold that in place. Make sure my sides are even. Having the grid paper really helps with making sure that everything's in place. So what I'm going to start out with is soft seafoam. I just want a subtle pattern on here. And so I'm going to take the soft seafoam, scrub my brush in there, and we're going to just start with getting, now this will probably make my camera move, and I apologize. I just want a nice soft green in my background. It will sometimes, you know, just be a little different on the color, but that's part of the fun part of doing this, is just playing with the different shades. Okay, so we've got our first layer. Look at that. It almost looks like snakeskin, doesn't it? Pretty cool. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is use this, and this is number 4. It has the lower half of each of the diamonds. So I'm going to line this up, make sure my whole card is right here, and the lines will cover my current lines. Okay, I think that's pretty close. I'll just tape that down. And I'm going to take this again, the same color, and we're going to go back over it. And what this is going to do, just give me a darker shade with just the bottom half of the little diamonds. Okay, let's see how that looks. It always looks different each time. I think it's so cool. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You can see the bottom half of each of the sections. It's more like a third on some of them, but it's just a darker shade. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. Okay, you can do it lighter too if you want. Now I'm going to use Garden Green for my last one. And this is number 5. This has the little tile pattern. And I want to make sure that the larger tiles are on my larger diamonds, the smaller tiles are on the smaller, and make sure they're all centered. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty even. We'll tape this down, tape that down. I'm going to use a different brush that has a darker green. Now I'm just going to do this lightly to start out. I don't want it too strong, so I'm not pushing hard. But I'm doing it in circles so it fits in all those little holes that we have. Making sure we get it, the color all in there. But I'm not pushing hard, just lightly. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yay! I just love this. And then you can just rinse these under the sink when you're done with them. But you can use them several times without that. Okay, I'm not done with that yet. I'm gonna grab this big leafy stamp and do this in Garden Green. And I'm going to just come off the bottom and stamp that right there. Look how striking that is. I love that. Okay. Then I've taken this punch. This is one of the new, this is our new punch. What's it called? It's in the, whoops, dropping things. It is in the catalog. I'm gonna find it, hold on a sec. I thought it was one of the, let's look. It's one of the bundles, right? No, keep going. This one right here. It's called the To the Point Label Punch. So what I do is punch it and then I cut in half to make this cute little label. Isn't that cute? Okay, then I'm going to do this sentiment that says, thinking of you fondly. This would also make a great, I'm trying to line it up because I'm stamping white on white here. This would make a great sympathy card. You just need a sentiment that's going to fit in here. Let's try this. I hope this is going to fit. Oh, it worked. It's working. It's working. Okay. I'll just tell you a quick story about that while I'm assembling. My daughter they've been potty training my granddaughter. Okay, so in order not to waste cardstock, I have a layer of crumb cake, so I just die cut this image out of the center because no one's gonna see that. All right, so anyway, they're potty training. She's potty training. She's 2.5, and when she goes and she starts going, she'll go, it's working, it's working. So when she sits and she doesn't have to go, I don't know what she says. I guess she says it's not working. And then she gets up and then she goes back later and then it's working again. It's so funny. And it only took about a week. Only took about a week to do the training. So they were very happy. I hated potty training. Of course I did it because you got to do it. I waited till they were a little older and I could reason with them and they could understand, so it didn't take long. I was probably a week, right? How about you guys? Do you remember those days when if you had to or if you didn't have to do potty training? Fun times, right? Anyway, it's working. She's doing good. So funny. Okay, so I put a little bit of glimmer paper. Now this glimmer paper is now an online exclusive. It was our holiday glimmer paper, and it came in red, I think granny apple green, or it was light green, and then this garden green. So I'm using a little piece of the garden green just because I want just a little bit of glimmer. I probably should have stuck this on there first, which I didn't. Let's glue this down. Oh, that that one is the one I need to unclog. Okay, I think this one is the one. All right, I'm just putting a couple little dots here and there. Put some down at the bottom. All right. Well, I'm gonna pull that off. Okay. Just putting that down right there. Okay, we can put this back. That's why you should always put things on softly before you really give them a good smash, just in case you need to pull them up and redo. All right, I've got up some linen thread. I'm looking for scissors. I don't know what I've done with them. I'm gonna cut it in half. So I think it was 12 inches. I cut it in half, so I have two 6-inch pieces. And we're just gonna tie a bow. Just like that. We can trim off anything that's too long. All right, and then I'm just going to put it right there. Let me grab the glue dot. With this glue dot, I'm going to put it right on. It's got a little bigger base right where I tied. Whoop. I want to make sure I don't have any glue dots sticking out where I don't want it. So I'm just going to kind of fold it back on itself. Cute. All right, now embellishments, I'm going to use these. These are in the annual catalog called Transparent Adhesive Back Dots. I love these things, especially the green. You can see I am almost out. I'm gonna have to get another pack of these because I like these garden green dots. I also love these. These are Blackberry Bliss. I'm gonna put a big dot right in the middle of that big tile and a small dot, maybe in the middle of that small tile. You could add a couple more if you want. I'm gonna save, I only have 3 left, so I'm gonna save them. I save them for something important too. Okay, and that's it. Whoops, don't forget you have tape there. And so I just leave the inside blank because this could be for a lot of different things. I got adhesive floating everywhere. But isn't that sweet? And it's so much fun. I love doing the masks. I'm excited. Right now I'm designing for my card class this month. I've got one more project to design that I'm going to start on this one. So, or using these masks. So just watch out. We have some fun stuff coming up. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by. And we've got another project for you, a cute little treat box on Monday. So make sure to check back then. We have our cruise information that just went out last week or in the last few days. So if you haven't received that information, let me know and join my email list and I will send it to you. All right. Measurements and supplies posted on my blog. Just remember, celebration's still happening. New products coming out in just a couple days. And yep, I would love to have your order. All right. Thanks everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.